Today, I become a doctor. I don't know how, I don't know why, but the world needs me, probably. Let's go save whoever's inside.
Your elbow sounds like rain.
Thank you.
This one's critical.
Doc? Shh, I'm listening for weather patterns. These medical tripwires are everywhere.
Mild fever. Hydrated. Ah, yes, dark roast, the fuel of life. Welcome to the Healing Cube.
Yes, you have. Soup!
Diagnosis, delicious.
Everyone stay calm. Dr. Bigfoot is evacuating.
It's just a call to the ICU.
Ah, yes, the ICU. ICU 2. Scalpel, check. Patient, breathing. Me, no clue.
Stop that!
Look. Look. Handsome.
Yes, heartbeat strong. Very strong.
That's a vending machine.
Patient is in good health.
Ibuprofen. Penicillin. Painkiller? That's shampoo.
Well, patient will be clean inside.
This is fun. Roller coaster medicine.
I want a different doctor.
No refunds.
Oops. Free flu shots for everyone.
No fever. Next.
That's my Netflix remote.
You're not a bear, you're a Bigfoot!
Shh. Doctor's orders.
You're not supposed to be here. But Coat says otherwise.
Is that Bigfoot?
Best medical advice. Always explore every floor. Doctors making rounds.
Dr. Bigfoot! Ready for house calls! Remember to floss!
Was he actually a doctor?
You ever wake up and just going to be one of those days? The kind where the air feels different, the birds are gossiping louder than usual, and even the wind seems to be trying to tell you something? Well, that was me that morning. I rolled out of my hammock. Yeah, I sleep in a hammock, but not one of those tiny human ones. Mine's made out of braided vines and the old fishing net I stole from some campers. Best sleep you'll ever have if you don't mind waking up with leaf prints on your face. I rubbed the sleep out of my eyes and stepped outside my cave, and that's when I saw it, or rather them. About half a mile down the slope, right where the meadow meets the dirt road, there were humans, a lot of humans, and they were building something big. I could see giant metal beams, cranes, trucks that looked like they could swallow a whole deer, and a bunch of people in bright yellow vests walking around like busy ants. Now, I'm not the kind of Bigfoot who just minds his own business and lets humans build whatever they want. Oh no. If you're putting to my berry bushes and my watering hole, I'm going to find out what's going on. So I started my approach. And when I say approach, I don't mean I just strolled right up. No. I went full stealth mode, army crawl through the ferns. Roll behind logs. Freeze whenever someone looks up, like I'm playing an intense game of red light, green light with myself. It took me 20 minutes to cover 50 yards. Not because I'm slow, but because I had to stop for a snack break. You ever try crawling past a blackberry bush and not grabbing a handful? Impossible. When I finally got close enough to see what was going on, I nearly dropped my berries. They were building a bridge. A huge, shiny, massive bridge stretching right over my favorite stream. I loved that stream. I drank from it, I bathed in it, and once a year, I wrestled a very angry Sam in it just for tradition's sake. Now, these humans were setting up this big, noisy construction project right over it. And the worst part, they didn't even ask me. I decided right then I wasn't just going to watch. I was going to participate, help them out. Make sure they do it right. The first step was blending in. I spotted a pile of extra yellow vests on the side, so I waited until everyone was distracted, then I snuck over and grabbed one. Problem: the vest was human-sized. On me, it looked like I was wearing a napkin. But fashion is about confidence, and I strutted onto that site like I belonged there. One guy, hard hat, clipboard, very stressed eyebrows, saw me and shouted, "Hey, you're late!" I didn't even hesitate. I just gave him a thumbs up and pointed toward the crane like I had urgent crane business to attend to. For the next hour, I guess the humans would call it cause chaos, but I like to call it creative engineering. Someone handed me a bucket of bolts, so I dumped them into a toolbox. Problem is, it wasn't a toolbox, it was someone's lunchbox. Sandwich ruined. Then I helped by moving a pile of wood planks. Except I moved them into the exact spot where they had just finished clearing debris. I thought it looked better there. Oh, and you should have seen me with the cement mixer. Beautiful machine. Big rotating drum smells like wet rock and crushed dreams. I climbed right in there, thinking it was some kind of big forest jacuzzi. Turns out, nope. I came out looking like a statue of myself. The workers didn't know whether to yell at me or take photos. But here's the thing. Somewhere along the way, I actually did start helping. I'm stronger than 10 guys on their best day. So I carried beams like they were toothpicks. I hauled buckets of gravel in both hands like a professional. At one point, a guy shouted, "We need more concrete on the east side!" And before I knew it, I was running across the site with an entire wheelbarrow in one arm. Even the foreman started looking at me like, okay, maybe we keep him around. By lunchtime, I was sweaty, dusty, and starving. Humans were sitting around eating sandwiches, chips, and drinking from big orange jugs of water. I walked up, grabbed an entire cooler, and just drank straight from it. Someone tried to stop me, but honestly, are you going to fight a 7-foot cement-covered Bigfoot over Gatorade? Didn't think so. After lunch, things got serious. The crane was lifting a massive steel beam, and the wind was picking up. It started swaying dangerously, and the humans were yelling over the noise. Without thinking, I jumped and grabbed the beam with both hands and held it steady while they bolted it in place. My arms were burning, my back was aching, but when that beam locked in, everyone cheered like they just won the Super Bowl. I felt proud. By sunset, the bridge was halfway done. The humans were packing up, and I knew I had to leave before anyone started asking for paperwork or a paycheck. But as I walked away, I turned back and saw the foreman staring at me. He gave me this slow nod, the kind of nod that says, "I don't know what you are, but you earned your place here today." And you know what? Maybe that's the thing about humans. They don't always understand me, and I don't always understand them, but sometimes we just roll up our sleeves. Or in my case, tiny reflective vest, and build something together. I went back to my hammock that night, sore but smiling. The bridge wasn't finished yet, but I'd be back. Not just because I wanted to see it completed, but because they left the cement mixer unattended, and I still think I can make it work as a jacuzzi